Heidi ho, it's Lydia. Today I'm going to be making the Tulip top by Fortiv. I thought I'd bring you guys along for the ride. I'm going to be using these two fabrics. They're bed sheets that I thrifted. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to use a heavyweight material. I'm not going to, because I think it's going to be a lot easier with a softer material. And this is just like a mock-up and we'll see where it goes. So there's two versions of this pattern. One is version B, one is version A. The only difference I believe is one is more bustier than the other. I'll be doing version B and we'll see how that fits. If it doesn't fit well, we'll get back to version A. But you're gonna lay all these out and tape them together. Being so scared. Watch out. Oh. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Go on. My second row, I see I don't have the lines. I don't know how close together these should be. Do I overlap it or do I put it right on the edge there? Whoops, can't reprint it because I printed this at work. Okay, so if my calculations are correct, I have to line up the exact edge with the exact edge because I printed it wrong. But, so maybe the pattern's a little bit too big, but I think I'll survive. Also, I'm gonna be cutting this out at the large size. And then if that's too big, I'll go for the medium. Okay, I got it all taped together. Now time to cut it out. Okay, that took forever, but finally they are cut out. Okay, so I've changed locations, it's nice out. So I'm going to cut the fabric outside. I don't have my scissors or pin cushion, so we're just going to do what we can with what we have. You crazy? Ow. You're super crazy. Ow. I don't want you to be super crazy. I don't want you to be super crazy. Oh my gosh. Ow. Thank you. This might be a little bit harder than I expected. Ow. Ow. We're just gonna smooth this out to the best of our abilities. God. Place on fold, can't do that one. Maybe outside wasn't the best idea. I don't really care how I place this on here because it's a sheet and this is all I'm going to be using it for so far. These scissors suck. Maybe I go find my stuff. I just don't know where it is. I still can't find my scissors. It's been like 5 minutes, but I have a one of those and a cutting mat. So let's check that out. Are you helping? Doesn't really look like you're helping. Get. We're gonna have to move back inside for sure. Oh, I really wanted to be out here. Okay, we're inside now. I'm gonna try cutting this out again with much milder cat. And we'll see how that goes. I need to pin this. Ah! Okay, so only the tip of those scissors are sharp, so we got some jagged edges here. But first piece down, a few more to go. I finally found scissors after hours of looking. I cut out the patterns. This, I have a skirt that matches. I'll insert a video or something after this. This, I did a bed sheet with lightweight denim. Let's see how it goes. Here's the skirt I made. I think the tulip top is going to go perfect with it. So I have that cut out and ready to go. Yeah. Okay, so now I have made some bias tape and I'm making it into some straps. Beautiful. Wow. So I'm going to sew along the open edge, beep, beep, and then come around and sew this edge. So now that I have these, I can make the loops that go on the side of the top. Now that I have all my little pieces cut, I'm going to fold them in half with the prettiest side showing and stitch along this side. Woo, I made a loop. Boop. Mark lengths, binding and cut. Grommet chart, page 27. Page 27. Not a grommet chart. Page 28, grommet chart. I'm smart. I fear these loops look silly. So I just Amazon ordered grommets that will be here tomorrow. And I'll save it for the other one I'm doing. Last one to sew on. Last one of 4. Last pair of 4. Last couple of 4. Last of the 4. These instructions aren't the best, but I did what I could. Now I'm going to cut around this curve with my pinking shears. We'll see how it looks like. Ta-da! Okay, so now I need to sew these 2 pieces together, both sides, and the front both sides. Hello, it's a new day. So I have pressed everything that needs to be pressed for the back 2 panels and the front panel. And now I am going to stitch around and around up here. Doop. And then the same for all of around that. Okay, so I top stitched around all of these edges. And now I think I have to baste these sides. I don't know, I'll have to read the instructions again. I'll be basting here, here, this side, and this side. So I'm going to turn my stitch up to 4 and go ahead and baste that real quick. That's done. So now moving on to the side front pieces, it looks like. I think I have this pinned in place correctly. I didn't do the basting that they said because it didn't really make a lot of sense to me. This whole business, not for me. So I just pinned the hell out of it. We'll see where this takes us. Now I'm going to be sewing the lining and folding all of this up into here and sewing all the way around. Now I've sewed around the entire thing. I left a hole here, and we're going to pull everything out through here. Somehow. I forgot the part where I clipped the edges, so let me do that. So I have flipped that inside out. Now I'm going to do it on the other side. Ta-da! Okay, so I have the front of the shirt done, now onto the back. Okay, so now I have the 2 center backs, or side backs. I'm going to sew those down. Now I've pinned the lining to the facing, and I'm going to be sewing all the way around and then around the neckline. I ended up doing the straps off camera, but it was a disaster. I've gone ahead and flipped it right side out. There's the back, there's the front. And now I'm going to iron it. Now that I've ironed, I'm going around and top stitching everywhere that there is not a top stitch. Okay, I have it all top stitched. I just need to get some ribbon for the sides and I will be finished. Okay, so I finished the shirt. It's way too big. Womp womp. I went with a large because that's what the pattern said to do. With my measurements, I'm gonna make a small next, and this is it. This is sad, but what can you do? So I'll make another one. I'm not gonna show the whole thing again. Thanks for watching. Bye.